Hindi tayo naka-record. Yan. Okay, may nagsagot na. Plus minus yung ano ah. Yung mga hindi nagsasagot ng matino ah. Okay. Ang panalo ay si Nihaw na Baka. Ang panalo ay si Nakon Score si Oliver. Next. Okay. Yun, nagka-score din si Nads. 1 point. Yes, macaroni salad. Next. Let's see kung sino unang double G. Longganisa. Ang unang nakasagot ay si Lance. Ay, hindi. Si Stacy.
Si Stacy po,
yeah,
sir.
Si Stacy. Si Stacy. Si Stacy. January. Next. Dali lang, di ba? Okay. Si Ezekiel. Paano yung mananalo sa inyo? Halos lahat kayo tayo sa 1. Next. Chicken. Chicken biko. Yun! Si Lance. Chicken binakol. Tama. Hindi niya ba alam yan? Ba't alam ni Lance? Okay, next. Malapit na. Yun! Harriet. Shrimp dumplings. So next. May imagine ko yung mga pronunciation habang nagsasagot ka. Okay, 2 points na per Harriet. Madali. Good. Wrong spelling wrong. Sean, you got it right. The spelling. Sean, no. Lenchon. Lenchon. Lechon, ano? Lechon. Yun, si John Lloyd. Si John Lloyd ang una nakakuha ng tama. Next. Yun. 3 points for John Lloyd. Just mag-type. Ito, next. Bilis to. Kayo ba gumawa ng PowerPoint na to? Isaw. So, si Zik. 2 points per Zik. Okay. So, yun. May nakuha ka ulit, Nads. Next. Yun. Okay, si Zik. Sure kayo. Yun. 4 points. Next. Oy, wrong spelling. Siya, nag-double R ka dun. Okay. Si Belarte. 3 points. Kasunod lang ka ng score. Anong pusat? Okay, si Belarte ulit. Kayo na kayo ni John Lloyd. So, si John Lloyd. 5 points. Yeah. First one who got it, I see Zik. Sino pa gumawa nito? Pandali naman na yung hulaan. Ensamada. Yun, si Harriet. Si Harriet. Yun. Highest knowledge sa Bilardo eh. Dalawa kayo ni Chan. Okay. Yan. 3 points for Nads. Dali naman ito. Okay, John Lloyd. John Lloyd, got it. Suko ka na balance. Okay. First one who got it is Nads. Mukhang si Nads pa nanalo dito ah. Okay, Lance. Manuel. The first one is John Lloyd again. Wala na, si John Lloyd na panalo. Last few slides na tayo. Okay. Yun, si Arnold. Magka-points ka din. Okay, wala na. 8 points. And last na, collab sandwich. Yun. Wait lang, class. Tingnan ko may na... Alright. So, ang panalo, ang nakuha nito ay si Nads. 5 points. Wait lang, class. Wait lang. Ayun, meron pa pala. Oh, last na pala. May isa pa pala. Lance. Yeah, Lance. Okay. So, yun na. Ibang games na to. Alright, so, ang panalo, which is the exempted for the later's activity, is si John Lloyd with 8 points. Okay. So, give John Lloyd a round of applause. Next, next sa kanya na may high score, si Mark, 5 points. Nads, 5 points. Lance and Ezekiel, 4 points. Okay, so let's now proceed to the lesson. Just a second. Okay. So our learning objectives for tonight is the first one. Let's differentiate, um, categorize different types of software. Okay. It can range from um, productivity software to social media software to social media application to e-commerce platform, etc. Basta different types of software. And also we'll talk about the differentiation, clear understanding on how the OS, operating system, and software, okay? Differentiating software and an OS. Then lastly, we'll learn about the 8 principles of GUI or user interface or graphical user interface. So here are the 8 principles of GUI or graphical user interface. Now, class, when you hear the word GUI or user interface, what's that one word that comes into your mind? GUI. What's that one word that comes into your mind?
Ano po, interface.
Interface. Yes, that's correct. You can chat your answer in the chat box so that we can have a record of that experience. Okay, yeah, user experience. That's correct. Application, OS, system, programming. Yes, that's all related to that. Computer. Yes, that's correct. Icons. Yes. Those are the first thing that comes into your mind when you hear the word GUI. Yeah, touch. Let's play this video first. Wait lang, ma-share sound ko ba? Hindi. So, yes. Okay, now an OS is a system software that acts as an interface between the user and the hardware. So of course, class, when you come to think of it, these 8 principles of user interface or GUI are applicable not only for software, not only for application, but also applicable for software, or for OS or operating system. Okay, so very clear naman yung understanding nyo kasi with the difference between an operating system and a software. So of course, both are non-tangible. You cannot touch an operating system or a software. Unlike the hardware, of course, that's the tangible part of a computer. Now, when you come to think of it, class, this user interface that we will be talking, this 8 principle applies to all. For example, the principle of search function. Okay, di ba kapag meron kayong Windows OS, lahat ng OS na ginagamit natin, they have a search function. Now, if you are going to click the search function on that operating system on your Windows 10 or 11, it has the same function as when you search in a particular software, such as, let's say, in Shopee. It also has a search function. So this is not only applicable to software, but also for operating system, OS. So different types of OS are, I think, the most common operating system right now. What do you think, class? You can chat in or unmute if you think what's the most widespread of OS right now, including the mobile and the desktop space. Yeah, still Windows. And I think actually parang Android na. Okay? Kasi mas Android OS, mas talo niya na yung Windows OS. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng tao may desktop computer. Pero almost all na. Okay? Siguro more than 90% na is my smartphone. And majority of the smartphone users are using Android. So yes, Windows for desktop, laptop, and probably Android for smartphone. Yeah. Yes, that's a nice trivia, Mark. If you are going to include servers, probably it's Linux. Okay, what is the proprietary? When we say proprietary, it's their, of course, they own it. Proprietary operating system of Huawei right now. Anyone who knows the proprietary OS of Huawei? It's the, or if that's the Chinese name of it, probably yes. But there is an English name for their operating system. It's the, I'm sure alam niyo yun, class. Yon, Harmony OS. Harmony OS is the proprietary operating system of Huawei. As it is indicated here in our definition, it is impossible to install the application software on a computer without an OS or an interface that will connect you through the hardware so that you can interpret what is happening on your screen. That's where the principle of GUI will comes in. And how about the proprietary operating system of Samsung? If Huawei have Harmony OS, so syempre, big companies to, what will happen na lang kung i-ditch sila ng Android, diba, ng Google. Ito si Samsung, di ko trip to. Huwag nang pagamitin to ng Android. So of course, they'll create their own OS. The proprietary OS of Samsung is actually the Bada OS. Okay, BADA, Bada OS. Or Bada is a Korean word for sea or ocean. So that's their answer to Android OS. Okay. Now, since we have a clear understanding of what is an operating system, let's chat in there. What is your favorite software or application? It can be an interactive media. Okay, it can be an e-commerce platform. It can be a learning management system. Ano yung mostly used application or favorite software na ginagamit niyo? Okay, one. Yes. How about the others, class?
Sir, para saan
What is
po?
your most used software application?
Microsoft Edge.
It can be on your desktop, smart TV, laptop, smartphone. Okay, Edge. Adobe Audition. Okay, so yeah. So kung sa smart TV nyo, probably YouTube and Netflix. For your smartphone, probably um, Shopee and Facebook. For your desktop, probably productivity software such as Word, PowerPoint, video editing software. On your tablet, probably mga games, mga Mobile Legends, Pokemon Unite, those things. So different types of devices use different types of software, mainly. Okay, but all of these 8 principles of user interface should be present across all the devices, across all the operating system, across all the software, and yeah, Candy Crush, correct. It's an example of an application or software. But the first principle is the principle of consistency. Okay, based here in our example, um, it is contextualized in the learning management system class, LMS, kasi nga, education, naka-contextualize to sa LMS. LMS is also a software, okay? That's why most of our example is contextualized through LMS or learning management system. Here, as you can see, it is indicated there, the lesson 1. And if you click the summary, of course, you'll see the summary of the lesson 1. Now, if you proceed to the next page, if you click the summary, for the lesson 2, you'll see the summary of the lesson 2, not the summary of the lesson 1. So there is a consistency, not just function-wise, but also for aesthetic-wise. For instance, if you are about to log into Facebook, di ba meron silang yung theme or yung font, yung color scheme ng application na yan is color blue. Okay, from the logo, from the font, is color blue. What will happen if you log in to Facebook? Since the landing page or the login page is color blue, then once you log in, the rest is color red. Okay, what does that color blue have something to do when the rest of the software or that application is color red? So there is no consistency if that's the case. But since the login page of Facebook is color blue, and once you log in, it's also the rest is color blue. And when you use TikTok, okay, their color scheme instead of blue, it's color black. Okay, so there is always should be a consistency, not just function wise, but also aesthetic wise. There is a harmony that applies to all. So that's the first principle of GUI, which is the consistency. Next is the principle of clarity. So clearness of labels. So it's automatic class once you've seen the magnifying glass icon, what it is automatic that it is for search function. Just imagine again, class, if you are using your Facebook, then it is not clearly indicated there. It is not clearly indicated in your Facebook application that where is the search function and where is the you want to post a status update about yourself thing. Let's say it's not clearly indicated. Okay, just imagine the disaster. If you are going to search for someone, maybe yung ini-stalk mo, i-search mo, pero hindi mo alam, napunta pala yun sa what's on your mind function sa Facebook. So pag search mo, napunta sa wall mo. Yung hindi mo alam na, akala mo si-search mo lang, pero napunta na sa wall mo. And vice versa. Kasi nga, it's not clearly labeled. Where do you put the search button and post a status button? So it should be clearly indicated there. So there's no confusion. Now, once you've seen also plus the question mark button, I mean question mark icon, what does it usually do? Once you've seen the question mark button, okay. Yeah, it is for indicate for additional info or help. Yes, that is. And how about a floppy disk icon? What does usually the floppy disk icon do? Okay. Ngayon, pag nakakita kayo ng floppy disk in real world, sasabihin nyo na it is an icon for save function. Okay? Kasi kayo yung generation na mas naunang ma-encounter yung icon ng floppy disk as save button as to the actual usage of the floppy disk. So pag nakita niyo yung floppy disk in real world, you will associate it as the save function icon. Hindi nyo alam na, of course alam nyo, pero yung mga the rest, maybe susunod sa inyo, ma-amaze na yung pala yung history behind that particular icon. Okay, so the second principle of user interface is the clearness of labels across all the application that you are using. The next is the principle of context or content. So context means every part of a lesson should be relevant. Okay, again, yung description dito is naka-contextualize sa learning management system. Now, of course, kapag ginagamit tayo ng software category na learning management system such as Edmodo, Schoology, the context is it is purely for learning. Okay, so it is out of context if you are going to post your travel picture, travel photo in your learning management system LMS account. So it doesn't make sense if you put your travel photos there because it's intended for school purposes. Another example here is the social media platform application are very different from productivity software, right, class? So very different yung TikTok sa Excel, yung Instagram sa Word, sa yung PowerPoint sa Facebook, they are very different. Now just imagine class, pag nag-Excel ka, tapos doon sa upper part ng Excel meron siyang My Day, 'di ba? So out of context yung My Day doon sa Excel or PowerPoint kasi it is out of context. You are supposed to be productive when using Excel. Pero yun, may My Day na sa taas. So i-click mo na lang yung My Day. Okay? Makikita mo doon yung ginagawa ng mga friends mo. So there, it means that that particular software should be used to its intended purpose of use. Okay? Just like my friend said that when he joined Tinder, his profile picture is a sombrero, yung pang-gangster na sombrero. Yun yung profile picture niya. Tapos tinanggal ng Tinder yung profile niya. Binlock siya. Kasi nga, inisip nung application na yun na nagtitinda siya. Kasi it's an item. It's supposed to be your face, your profile picture. But it's an item. So, binlock yung account niya. Kasi iniisip na nagbebenta siya sa Tinder. Which is, hindi naman. Wala lang talaga siyang, ewan ko, baka shy type. Pero yun nga, Tinder is not an e-commerce platform. So kapag nasa e-commerce platform ka, you also use that to buy or sell. Okay? So you won't use that particular e-commerce platform. For example, Shopee. Diba? Dati may nag-viral na post sa Facebook na nahuli niya yung boyfriend niya na may ka-chat sa Shopee messaging app, which is out of context also. Kasi, di ba? Bakit mo gamitin platform yun to flirt when it is an e-commerce platform? Okay? So out of context din yun. So there is the user interface principle, which is the context or content that particular software should be used to its intended purpose. Okay? Kaya nga laging nagbabiral sa mga included dito yung mga interactive media class. For example, yun, Mobile Legends, Candy Crush. It is included in the GUI interface. Some parts of it. Okay, not entirely, not the game itself, but the way you navigate through it is included. Di ba kapag may screenshot sa chat sa ML, sa Pokemon Unite, yung nagpapa-reserve ng Tosino or nagtitinda ng mga longganisa, di ba? Ini-screenshot tapos parang nagiging nakakatawa yung impact. Kasi nga, nagiging meme kasi it's out of context. That particular function of that software is intended for to strategize, to for teammates, but it is out of context. That's why it becomes a meme. Okay, nagiging meme yung mga ganun event. Next is the principle of navigation. Okay, self-explanatory means user can move around the menus, help files, or other screens in a system. So dito pumapasok yung term nating mga Filipino na kapag may isang gadget ka or device na bago, tapos hindi mo alam gamitin, na nangangain ng tanga. Na-encounter niyo na ba yung class? Yung mga device na bago niyo pa lang, hindi niyo alam gamitin. Kasi may smartwatch kayo na hindi niyo alam gamitin. So nangangain niyo ng tanga. That's our, local term if we cannot use properly one particular gadget. Or baka sa generation ko na lang yung class, hindi na applicable yun sa generation. Naririnig nyo pa ba yung class? Or ginagamit nyo pa ba yung metaphor, figure of speech lang naman. It's not necessarily.
Na ano po, sir?
Yun nga, yung term na nangangain ng tanga, yung gadget na yun. Narinig nyo pa ba yun? It's a figure of speech that you are being eaten alive by that gadget. Nangangain ng buhay.
Okay. Wala na po sa amin gumagamit dun, sir.
Yes. Diba? I'm so old. Pero nung panahon namin, parang na-encounter ko kasi yan. Naging familiar ako sa figure of speech na yan dati nung yung prof ko, sabi ng classmate, uy, abulin mo si sir, kailangan natin may copy ng PowerPoint. Sabi niya, i-Bluetooth mo na lang. So, sinundan ko yung prof ko sa faculty room. Sir, Bluetooth na lang daw po. Pinahiram sa akin ng classmate yung katabi ko, yung Nokia N-series na. Tapos, hindi ko alam paano i-open yung Bluetooth. So, yun. Nangangain ng buhay yung gadget na yun dahil sa principle of navigation. I cannot navigate it to open a Bluetooth. So, that was like 17 years ago. So, tagal na nun. So, naalala ko pa din because of that particular event. So, navigation, users can move around menus, help files, or other screens easily. Now, class, i-rate nyo yung Shopee. Lahat kayo may Shopee, di ba? How fast, 1 being difficult, 10 being the easiest, how easily can you navigate through where you can find the completed purchases in Shopee? So from opening the application to going to your completed purchases, how easy it is for you to look for it. 10 being very easy. 9 kung nagbabasa-basa ka pa. Or 8 kung medyo natatagalan ka pero napupunta ka naman doon. 5 kung hindi mo talaga makita. Okay. So yung completed purchases, oh yes, correct. I agree with you, Ivan. Siguro 2 years na ako gumagamit ng Shopee. Siguro mga recently ko lang talaga nagamay. Yung as in by heart, papunta ka agad dun sa gusto kong puntahan. So yes, I agree with you.
Mas
Ivan,
magulo po Lazada, sir. Sobra.
Kaya nga hindi ako gumagamit ng Lazada. Siguro
Opo.
mga 90% of the time, Shopee ginagamit ko. Tsaka may mga parang masyadong corporate na yung yung Lazada, parang parang Amazon yung ambience niya. So yon there, the principle of navigation. Now, very crucial to class sa mga software. Alam niyo ba na one of the reasons why TikTok is very successful is because of their how you navigate through their news feeds. You know, the vertical scroll of content in TikTok is one of the reasons why it is very successful because of the navigation. And yeah, that is crucial for software that you are using that has a very good principle of navigation. Next is okay, so ito yun. Search means that you are able to search. Not only search class, but also for predictive searching. Because the more you use a search function of a particular software, the more it is convenient in the long run. For example, if you're keeping using Netflix on your profile, Okay? I-type mo pa lang yung ST. Lalabas ka agad doon, Stranger Things. Diba? Very easy. Very gamay na gamay ka na nung Netflix kasi ginagamit mo palagi yun. Or let's say in YouTube. Letter N pa lang yung i-type mo. Lalabas ka agad doon. NBA highlights. GSW versus Mavs. Game 5. Ganun ka agad yung lalabas. Okay? Kasi letter N pa lang sinerge mo, yun na yung lalabas. Kasi nga, the more you use the search function of the software, the more it will be, the more convenient it is to you. Okay? So that's the search function, not only for searching something, but also the predictive searching function. Once you search something, it will have a lot of suggestion, a predictive search function. Next is the principle of learnability. Means the system provides support, information, and help, okay, to make the system easy to understand. I think the personification or the characterization of learnability is, kilala nyo ba klase Clippy? Naalala nyo pa ba siya or hindi nyo na-ira yun? You know, si Clippy, it's a paperclip character that will pop up, yes, a word, correct. It is a character that is embodiment, personification, characterization of a learnability principle of a user interface. Yes, companion just paggamit ng mga office software such as Word, you know, siya si Clippy. Yeah. Okay. So yon, especially class useful din yung yung mga learnability. A good example of this is pag naglalaro kayo ng MMORPG, di ba? Bibili kayo ng bagong skin or bagong item. There is a question mark at the lower right corner of that screen that you're about to purchase that will explain the additional attributes, you know, with plus 10 speed, plus 3 strength, something like that. It will explain to you, okay, what you are about to buy. Or sometimes it gives you a link to a website where it will give you the full detail of that particular function. Okay. Some other application or softwares, maybe in YouTube, its learnability is it has a whole set of video series to provide you to help you be successful in their platform. Okay? So hindi lang text, hindi lang audio yung media na ginamit ng YouTube, but they choose to have a video companion, not just a video companion, but a series of video series on how to be successful in YouTube. Okay, so that's another manifestation of learnability. So si Clippy, si search function sa YouTube, and yung question mark sa mga item, skin, those are principle of learnability. Next is the principle of flexibility. Okay, means a user has the authority to navigate through all the sections without any limitation. For example, one good example of principle of flexibility is the Zoom video conferencing application, the thing that we are using here. If you are a teacher, I can say that YouTube is very flexible because I can, you know, put the dashboard at the top or at the bottom, or I can maximize, minimize, or close the chat window or the participants window. I can pin myself. I can show the grid video of the video panel. So those things I can drag anywhere I want. So very flexible yung Zoom video conferencing application. Another thing na what makes a flexibility of that particular software is yung Netflix. For example, guys, Netflix, diba? Pag kinlik niyo yung home function sa phone niyo, pag sa phone kayo nanonood, mapupunta kayo sa sa home nyo, pero nagpe-play pa rin sa background ng Netflix. Maliit na screen nga lang. So that's an example of flexibility. You can still do something even though you are using that particular software. Maybe sa YouTube class, yung flexibility niya. Though kapag nasa loob naman ng application, mataas naman yung flexibility niya. Pero kasi kapag pinindot mo yung home icon, titigil sa pag-play yung unless na lang kung pwede magmo-multi-screen ka, okay? I-split screen mo siya. Split screen function. So you can still listen to YouTube video or music while browsing to other application. Though maliit nga lang yung screen. Pero may mga workaround naman yun para mag-play pa rin yung YouTube kahit na i-close mo yung application. Or meron din kapag nag-purchase ka ng premium YouTube, tataas yung flexibility ng particular software na yun. So those are example of flexibility in the user interface. Okay, next is the principle of personalization. Okay, it means that you can be able to individualize your, okay, naka-contextualize pa rin to sa LMS, Learning Management System, your individual learning, okay? So you have an option to choose what you want to display. Very apparent to sa mga social media platforms. You know, Facebook pa lang, you have an option to display your featured My Day, featured photo, your display picture, your cover photo, your profile pic, etc. If you want to show your friends list, it's possible. So there's a lot of personalization to those type of software, especially in the social media platform. Probably class, kung may isang device na 1/10, so very poor yung personalization niya, is yung pinakaunang iPhone. Alam niyo kasi yung first generation iPhone, yung unang-unang iPhone, the only wallpaper option that you can use in that device, the first iPhone, is yung planet Earth class. So lahat ng first ever iPhone is yung Earth. Yun lang yung wallpaper niya. Wala siyang option para palitan yun. Yun lang talaga yung wallpaper. So mga 2/10 yun. Pero the rest naman, right after that, meron ng, you can change. And for on your Windows 10, you can change the wallpaper, your lock screen, etc. So that's the principle of personalization. Not only applicable to software, to operating system, to interactive media, okay, the things that we are using. Yeah. Interactive media meaning simulation, video games, okay, mobile games, console games, it is all applicable to it. Okay, so those are the 8 principles of user interface. May question pa ba kayo, class, before I the activity, which is John Lloyd is exempted? And okay, so I'll paste now the. Abigay ko na lang mamaya sa GC. I-forward ko na lang sa Rigel. Na-log out pala ako sa Messenger sa mga palagin sa akin. Okay, so kung wala na kayong tanong, let's open our webcam. And take a class picture.
Sir, pahingin na din po ng copy ng presentation po.
The Fedora. Okay, class, ito yung video filter natin for today's session. The hat. Para nang hindi generic yung class picture natin, class. Diba? Maalala niyo yung nag-attend ba ako nung nakahat kami dun sa class picture?
Sir, may avatar na sa'yo, sir. May avatar na sa akin.
Eh, talaga ba?
Ayan o, avatar yung pusa.
Ano yan?
Sa ano po, bagong update ng Zoom.
Ay, hindi pa ako updated eh.
Sige po, sir.
So, update ko na lang soon. Okay, so everyone, let's have a hot video filter and smile on your webcam. And how about the others? G, baka gusto mo mag-open ng webcam. Miss na namin yung mukha mo. Jasper, Kevin. Okay. Ayan, yung mga walang filter, okay lang guys. Pag ano, heart na lang kayo. Mag-heart icon. Yung mga walang webcam. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. So that would be all for today's session, class. And goodbye.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you po.
Salamat po,
Welcome.
sir.
Thank you po.
Nice
Thank
G.
you.